What's up, Dana?
So this program is about giving people a first chance, a second chance. Curious why you weren't willing to give Christopher Bow.
I want to do what?
I'm curious why you weren't willing to give Christopher Bow, the Project Veritas guy, a second chance.
Welcome to Mind Tools video learning series. You may not realize it, but you send out silent, nonverbal signals to people every day. This is your body language, and it can reveal how you're truly feeling when perhaps your words don't. Body language might include your facial expression, your hand movements, or your posture. Most of the time, it's unconscious. But there are some clues that can help you to interpret and use it to your advantage. Being aware of other people's negative body language is particularly useful and can help you to pick up on unspoken problems. For example, if someone you're speaking to is standing or sitting with his arms folded tightly across his body, he's probably not happy with what you're saying. Other negative signs to watch out for include tense facial expressions, someone turning his body away from you or avoiding eye contact. Your own body language should reinforce what you're trying to communicate verbally. Otherwise, you risk sending mixed signals. With the right body language, you can convey openness, confidence, and receptiveness. For example, you can make a confident and positive first impression by standing with an open posture that's relaxed and upright, and by keeping your hands down by your sides. Maintain solid eye contact with the person you're speaking to, and try to hold her gaze for a few seconds at a time. This will show her that you're sincere and alert. Adopting positive body language can also help when you're speaking in public. For example, you'll look more confident if you keep your shoulders back and maintain an upright but relaxed posture, keeping your weight evenly distributed, with one foot slightly in front of the other. Hand movements can also help. For example, spreading your hands apart in front of you, with your palms facing slightly towards your audience, can indicate a willingness to communicate and share ideas. At the same time, it's important to maintain control. Too much hand movement can distract from what you're saying.
What's up, Dana?
So this program is about giving people a first chance, a second chance. Curious why you weren't willing to give Christopher Bow.
I want to do what?
I'm curious why you weren't willing to give Christopher Bow, the Project Veritas guy, a second. Second chance, particularly since you've given so many of your colleagues and friends second chances and often talk about the importance of that.
The first tape we saw.
Number 5, confirmation bias. We tend to listen to information that confirms what we already know, or even interpret the information that we receive in a way that confirms the current information that we already have. Let's say that your friend believes that sweets are unhealthy. This is generally a pretty broad belief. He will only focus on the information that confirms what we already know. He is more likely to click on videos that confirm that belief, or read articles that support his argument. He doesn't go through and type, positive health effects of increasing blood glucose levels, or positive effects of eating a bowl of ice cream. No, he will instinctively go to Google and type in, how bad is sugar for you? The confirmation bias is very dangerous in scientific situations, and is actually one of the most widely committed cognitive biases.
Christopher made disparaging remarks about me. The team came to me and stated, oh, you know what, are we getting rid of him? And I said, no, people crap on me every day. You gotta be thick-skinned. This is what being a mayor is. Being a mayor means you're crapped on,
Number 7, outcome bias. We tend to judge the efficacy of a decision based primarily on how things turn out. After a decision is made, we rarely examine the conditions that existed at the time of the decision, choosing instead to evaluate performance solely or mostly on whether the end result was positive or not. In other words, you decide whether an action is right or wrong based on the outcome. This goes a little bit into consequentialism, but it goes hand in hand with the hindsight bias. Let's say there's a manager who wants to take the decision. His team and the data are telling him to make one decision, but his gut is telling him to make another decision. Well, he goes ahead and makes the decision that his gut told him to do. And then in the end, it was the right decision. Does that mean it's actually better to trust your gut rather than listen to your team who is advising you based on facts and statistics? Well, that's what the outcome bias is. You take the decision and base the effectiveness of your decision on the outcome, even if it was luck. Now, this is bad logical thinking and will actually lead you to ruined thinking and bad outcomes in the long run.
But when you have disparaging remarks about first responders, that's unacceptable. It's not tolerated. My team didn't have to call me again. I said, that's not acceptable. I know what first responders went through. I cannot allow that to happen, and my team cannot be a part of that. So it wasn't about giving him, we did give him a second chance. The first day, team came to me, I said, no, got to be thick-skinned in this business. But my first responders don't have to be thick-skinned, and I'm going to stand up for them.
Yeah. Number 4 is choice supportive bias. So people have the tendency to defend themselves because it was their choice. Just because I made the choice, it must be right. For example, let's say a person buys an Apple product. Let's say it's a MacBook instead of a Windows PC. Well, he's more likely to ignore the downsides or the faults of the Apple computer while pointing out the downsides of the PC. He is more likely to notice the advantages of the Apple computer and not the Windows computer. Why would someone point out that they made a bad decision? Well, let's say you have a dog. You think it's awesome because it's your dog, although it might poop on the floor every now and then. The same goes for political candidates. Not the pooping part, but they both may suck. But one of the lesser of two evils may be more right in your mind because you voted for them.
I don't want to be a bully.
It's not fucking bullying. Everybody's so soft. It's tough love. All right, we're teammates. We're brothers.
Yeah?
I'd go to the wall for you.
Yeah?
Are you my brother?
You're my brother.
Would you go to the wall for me?
I'll go to the wall.
Then you're allowed to call me a fucking useless cunt on your way there.
Yeah?
Hell yeah, fuck yeah. Hell yeah, fuck yeah.
Who said that?
Big Sexy?
I'm going to take a different tack from beginning. We are at this point, this is not about black and white, rich and poor, blue collar, white collar. We're fighting for the heart and soul of our nation.
more than that shit. It's hot. Hot.